Hello, what it going? It's Charlene, and out of Belize, and I hope Simona appreciate me to talking in Creole. Simona probably have no idea what a Creole, never hear about Creole before, or if I've ever had the pleasure I go to my country Belize, that's Central America. On a really might I hear this language before, but I just feel like I'm in talking in Creole because all the time I'm talking in English, and I love English and everything, but at the same time, I just really want to preserve my culture, preserve my language, and I always get an opportunity to go back home all the time. And I actually just come back from Belize, and so my Creole a little bit more broad, but at the same time, I live here for a long time in the States, and so my Creole sometimes the best. I definitely not taught the biggest baddest Creole. Sometimes I have to definitely put my English in it because sometimes the English language sometimes a little bit easier for talk. But just for this, I definitely want to talk in a Creole more. I want to big up my culture. I want to big up my people at Belize. If you see the leaf flag the back, we have a Belize. And we have the American flag too because I big up America too. That a place I had to live for a while now, ever since I was illegal, but never really illegal when I was 16. And now I'm definitely up there in that age. I almost 40. I know a lot of people now believe that, but that's true. I always tell my mom, my pa, I almost 40, and it's that laugh up and they're like, "Girl, you 38." I'm like, well, I was 39 this year, so next year I was 40. And yes, I'm proud of that. Some of the things that I want to talk about are different type of topics. I don't want misrepresent myself. I don't want to misrepresent my culture. I don't want to misrepresent anything. So I will apologize in advance. I'm a human. I make mistakes just like the rest of us. I'm not perfect. I just try for talk my truth and just try to be as respectful as I definitely can, as much as I can. But I decided to not put no comments in my channel because I can't take negativity. I love positivity, and unfortunately a lot of people like hate and bash some of the stuff I will talk about. A lot of people not like here, a lot of people not like it. A lot of people definitely feel like I come from like a very judgmental place. A lot of people will feel like I think I have that. A lot of people will think that I come from a good place. A lot of people appreciate what I have to say. A lot of people will like a lot of the advice, a lot of the things that will come out of my mouth. So I hope that you don't want to know. Today I want to talk about, I don't know, honestly, I really don't know. I just feel like I always just try for let the Holy Spirit lead me, and for just kind of like I talk about whatever it is I feel like, and actually just come to me. I would talk about how God provide. So whenever you feel that you want something and not come quick enough for you, just realize that maybe they're never for you. They're never for you. They're not time for you to receive it. So you just have to just walk by faith, not by sight. And that come from the Bible. If you ever heard it before, or never heard it before, now you know it comes from the Bible. What that means is that you put your faith, you put your trust in a God. You put it on nobody else. If you feel like you have a time right now where you need money, you feel like you need something, you need a car, you need a job, you need guidance, you need a picnic, you can't get pregnant, whatever it is, God will provide, and God will bring it to you when the time for bring it to you, and it not come before, it not come after, it will come exactly when God will give it to you. Now, God will test me and give we all different kind of thing enough for we everyday life, and sometimes there's not time for you to receive, and sometimes God decide that maybe right now you need to suffer or leave it, and so people get upset when they find out you have to suffer or leave it. This life not be it not be easy. There'll be a lot of things will happen. So if you go through a period of your life where you feel like a lot of stuff that happen to you, to get no headway in your life, no worry. Something good will come out of that. Don't believe that you are sitting there and you are the experience all that pile of stuff for a long time. It not happen for a long time. Just know that God they put you there, they put you through that type of thing that happen in your life because he strengthen you and he to prepare you for something big. And I know it's hard for acknowledge that, it's hard for receive that message, but always remember, God, that was loving God. God love you. God no want nothing wrong happen to you. God want make you happy. God want lift you up so that when you're down and then you keep your faith and you keep your you keep everything in a God. You trust God. You follow God. You know, let Him go. You don't turn to different things. You don't turn to drugs. You don't turn to alcohol. You don't turn to bad friends, bad friendships, bad relationship. You don't turn to negativity. You don't turn to obia, voodoo. You don't turn to none of that stuff. That will turn to God. And so that when people see when you are down and they see how hard that is for you, all you could say is to their people, God that the one will bring me to where part I there right now. And whenever the people say how you do good in your life, and when they say how you made a way low at bottom and how you really give God the acknowledgement when God starts to bless up you, that's the whole purpose of why God bring you to a point where you to humble up yourself, where you down on your knees, you to pray, and hopefully you to pray, because it's very hard for pray and thank God when you feel like you don't have nothing to eat. It's very hard for thank God when your picnic run away for you. It's very hard to thank God when you lost your picnic in your belly. It's very hard to thank God when your husband left you. Or it's very hard to thank God when you find out your husband is bad for you with somebody. It wouldn't make it worse if there's somebody in your own family. There's stuff that happen, so it's very hard, and that's not your job for change nothing. All you need to do is stay focused. Make sure you keep the prayer. Make sure you keep whatever it is that you feel like you need to do for stay on track. The one thing I recommend for you to do, that just continue to pray. If you don't know how to pray, you don't know what to say, that's fine. Just tell God with silent prayer. I tell God that you want God pray for you. You want the Holy Spirit intervene. That the Holy Spirit will come in your life. That the Holy Spirit will come in your heart. And when you feel like you can't even open your mouth, know that God knows exactly where you need in your life. So not doubt that. Not doubt nothing at all that God has for you. Because, God doesn't want to see you struggle. Well, you better struggling not bad, but he don't want to see you there forever. So not believe that your situation permanent. Okay, always have hope, have love, read in the Bible. You have to read in the Bible. A lot of people focus too much on religion. Religion, remember, religious people that want to kill Jesus. Jesus made a one that is earth. They preach on the street. Jesus preaching in the temple too, but at the same time, for he followers that just follow he wherever he gone, and then he made preach and talk to people on the road. So when you think about stuff like that, I want to make you think about that. Read the Bible, listen what Jesus have to say, read the New Testament. I like Matthew, because in Matthew, you'll find out that the part Jesus may have a lot of stuff what he had to say, and the red letters in the Bible. Then there is stuff where Jesus say, we come out of his mouth. The black letters in the Bible, they are the one where the people them they talk about Jesus, and them they talk about for their encounters with Jesus. So a lot of people say me don't understand the Bible, I don't know where to say. Just start read it, check out on YouTube, look up for videos like this, people that post up stuff. You learn a lot. A lot of the religion where they out there, not call no name, but a lot of the religion where they out there, they exist so that they don't want to make you read the Bible. They don't want to teach you the truth. They want to pretend that are God. So what they do, they tell you, oh, these are the rules of the church. As long as you follow the rules of the church, you are right with God. And that's not true. Read on the Bible. That's all I have to tell you. Read on the Bible. So I hope that gives some honest encouragement. But I hope that everybody they have a good day today. We're parts of our day, Belize, America, England, Caribbean countries, Central America, Africa, Europe, Asia, what parts ever on a day. I hope you understand what I say, and if you don't understand, or try to catch up on the Creole. That's hard. Just take your time, rewind the video, I will understand what I say. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. And yeah, God bless you all. I love you. Bye.